As Jonathan said, my name's Nick. I work in the pre-sales team, specifically for applications and pre-sales. I do, originally was based around CTI, so computer telephony integration, which is linking your phone system to your CRM database of choice. This could be one or many. We now support a lot more than we used to. I think the number is 62. I'll check that on my slide a bit later on. So I work around that in that team. I also look after some bespoke development projects. I look after the integration with Lync and our position within Lync and how we can push out Lync to the end user. So we've got the three bits there we'll talk about. Mitel, obviously, Mitel. Lync, I'll go on to Lync. NetConnect is our product, so that's a Britannic-based developed product. So, Microsoft Lync, who has heard of it and who has it? So, without being a bit classroom, who's heard of Lync? It's quite a lot. Who has Lync? Okay, so that's quite the majority, I'd say, Lync. So from our experience and my personal experience, I look at all the forums, do all the videos, and obviously involved a lot around Lync. It's fast becoming the tool of choice for unified communication. So by unified communications, it's video, IM and presence, voice calling, all these different elements of that. Does anyone not know Lync and not know what it does? Excellent. Okay, so the UCA client we saw before from Mitel is a very similar variant of Lync. I would say UCA is probably quite a bit older than Lync, but obviously being Microsoft, people adopt it. It seems to be a lot easier. We are getting people come to us saying we've got Lync or we're interested in Lync, what's Lync about, all these different bits. So it's a different model of people asking us rather than us explaining what the Mitel UCA might do. So it's definitely not a fad. It was introduced OCS as something before that, then Lync 2010, 2013. If it was a fad, it would have gone by now. It's too powerful, too strong to disappear. It's going to be here for a while. They're constantly improving it, making it better. So there's no way it's going to disappear, and it is a real enterprise weapon of choice. And it's making a huge impact, which is pretty nice. So what are we doing with Lync? We're seeing real adoption in presence messaging and internal voice video. So there's a definite definite change from a enterprise phone system with Lync or an internal communication tool for Lync. So is anyone using enterprise voice for Lync, using it as a phone system? Okay, so is that as a whole for the whole company, or is it a part of some certain users, or is it a...
We use it for the whole company. We've got a Mitel switch underneath it. So.
Okay, brilliant. So probably what I'm going to talk about is going to...
Yeah, our parent company has got an environment.
Okay.
So it means that we're immediately integrated with them. So.
Excellent. So what can Britannic do? So we can make... It's still early days of Lync being a phone system. So Lync can be a phone system for PBX. It can do voice, enterprise voice. You can make calls from a client, from a mobile application, from if you're inside the company or outside. Obviously, you don't need to be on the network. But we're seeing that it's not the preferred method to go all Lync. So you say, right, let's get rid of our phone system. Let's put Lync in. It's obviously going to be expensive. You need consultants, handsets, all these different bits, and it's quite a plethora of information and choices that you need to make. So we have made the choice that we've got a product that will join, not link, your phone system with Lync. And that is our NetConnect Lync gateway. So I will touch upon the My Voice plugin that you can get for Lync as well. But for Britannic, we have our own variant of this software. You could use it in conjunction with My Voice, and I'll talk about those bits there. So NetConnect Lync Gateway is a software niche solution that connects your phone systems to Lync for telephony use. So obviously it connects to a Mitel. It's a piece of software, sits on the server, talks to Mitel, talks to Lync. Your Lync client then becomes an extension of your Mitel. So you dial a number, your phone comes alive and starts ringing. You get an inbound call, your phone rings, but Lync says you have a call ringing. All the traditional bits work, so IM and presence is updated. You can use all the tools of Lync as you normally would, but rather than have a enterprise voice Lync user, as in it's a soft phone, it is using your Mitel voice channel to do that. So we see, and personally I see as well, that Lync is probably not enterprise voice ready for all applications. So normally on a PBX you can have lots of different things hanging off it: call recording, call logging, contact center, you've got hunt groups, all these bits that you take for granted. Lync is catching up, but it's not in that environment yet. It's more of a rip and replace model, so you need to take out your existing PBX, put a new Lync infrastructure in, new handsets, soft phones. It's a big change for users as well. There's multiple pieces, multiple suppliers. It's good and bad that you can choose different vendors to do different things, but it's got that choice as well that could cause problems and headaches. Is this investment, obviously, if you've invested in a telephone system, you've got handsets and maybe the box on the wall or the cloud infrastructure that you might have. So Lync Gateway gets around these by keeping the existing infrastructure. So the Mitel system, you've got all the handsets, the user gets to have Lync, but they can use the existing Mitel, so you can have your calls diverted to home. You've got teleworkers, everything is still supported. Rather than voice on Lync, it's voice on Mitel with Lync sat on top. Keep existing handsets and control the phone, so just leave that. So this is an example. I'm a bit of a demo person, I'm quite technical, so I prefer to do things, make a call in, see it happen in this, but for slide purposes it works better in this environment, so bear with me of the pictures. So Lync client is told it's a remote call control user. So your Lync client is connected to your Mitel. There's lots of things going on in the background, server to server, talking and bits like that. It's not that, too difficult to understand, but you don't need to necessarily know. So you call your DDI, your Mitel phone rings, you get your pop-up of Lync. This is 2013, so you get your call preview window pop-up, so you've got an incoming call. And obviously it's not your soft phone on your laptop ringing, it's your phone ringing. So you'll see that pop up. You can answer the call traditionally by the phone, or you can press answer on Lync and it will do the same thing. You then got an active call in progress and you're talking over your Mitel, but your Lync is showing that that's happening. So you can go to your presence and it will show that it's red. You can IM someone, you can transfer the call using Lync and it's still using Mitel. So some key benefits of Lync integration. It works with 62 phone systems, 61 if you've got Mitel. So if you've got a mixed PBX estate, if you've got an Avaya, you could connect to the Avaya as well as the Mitel. You might have another PBX you can connect to. So we've obviously got an updated list that we always keep up to date on how we talk to them. Updates presence for phone use. Pick up the phone, it will go red to say you're in a call. Put the phone down, you're on hook, so you're available. Connect existing telephony into one Lync interface, like I said, with different PBX estates. You can have one unified communicator, but different telephone systems. The end user doesn't know that you're on a Avaya phone or a Mitel phone or even an enterprise voice Lync phone. From a personal point of view, you're a Lync user, you can see that. It removes the need to obviously connect voice to Lync. That is all possible, and if you're willing to make that jump, then you could mix different users, have enterprise voice users, remote call control users, but it removes that necessity to do that. You could do it at a later date if you're thinking of going to Lync further on down the line. It doesn't stop you doing that. It's excellent value for money, so you don't need to replace handsets, take your PBX away. You just need our piece of software essentially. And it integrates with our CTI application for Lync as well as other phone systems. So I'll show you a demo of the CTI part. We've more recently made it work with Lync as well as the other 62 phone systems we support. Not on the slide is the My Voice communicator for Lync, which does the same thing essentially. However, it's a plug-in on your desktop, so you install a piece of software into each machine which gives you call control, which is the same. It's the same use, however it looks slightly different. It's different way it controls. We are experts in both, so we can show you the different what's good and bad about both environments. What's good and good about environments. So Lync integration and hosted environment. We, as Britannic, do have a hosted Lync infrastructure. So we use Lync in-house as a remote call control user, so we communicate over Lync, but we still keep our voice over Mitel. So we practice what we preach, obviously. But our Lync is delivered from the cloud. So we have our private Lync. If somebody asks for Lync, we can issue a private Lync setup and push out the client over the internet, or more preferably over a private connection. You can then use Lync as a I'm a presence tool, or go full enterprise voice. So that is something that we do, and we've been doing for a while. So we've got Lync 2013 in that environment. So we can do it as a remote call control user using Mitel or enterprise voice. Use of existing Lync to Lync calling, so the traditional bits you're used to. If you've used Lync, you can make a Lync to Lync call for free. Obviously, it just uses your network, screen sharing, video, all those bits. They're all supported by our system, as is Office integration. High ROI, so keep existing PBX and Lync features. So that's all still there, and a cost per user per month model rather than buying thousands of pounds of equipment. You can do it, add users on as you see fit. So, is there any questions on the Lync integration part? Obviously, I've got everything set up here, so afterwards I can do demos and show you bits there, so I'm more than happy to do that. We've also got a CTI integrator. We've had a CTI product for a good number of, probably 15 years or so. It's gone through varying changes. It works with 62 phone systems. One of them being Lync as a phone system, or Lync as a UC tool. I'll show you what the difference is there later on. It supports 65 different CRM databases. So has anyone got Microsoft Dynamics or Sage CRM or Salesforce? Or there's 65 of them. So we've got a list of obviously databases we support. If we don't support it, we have got the development in-house to be able to talk to the vendor, or even do some tricks to do certain things. So CTI, in its basic form, is a way to see who is calling you. It looks up a contact in the database. When the call rings in and says you've got Steve Jones calling you, it will open up that contact record within Dynamics or Salesforce, whatever it may be, and just pop up on the screen. Has anyone got a CTI enabled contact center or anything like that? Okay. So it's good. There's some points we'll go through, actually, probably better. There we are. Can save up to 40 seconds on each incoming call. So there was I think it was a Forrester check on how much time CTI can save. So on an inbound call, you can see who it is, and you can pop the screen records. You don't have to say, sorry, who's calling, have I got your postcode, your account number, bits like that. It's all just available on screen straight away. Dials the number on screen, so click to dial, probably heard of click to dial, you press a number, it clicks, your phone starts ringing, and it does that. So that works with Mitel or Hawes, Cisco's different phone systems from different environments. Bring data from multiple CRM systems. We work with 65 different databases. It doesn't have to be one database per user. You could have all the feeds from different CRM systems into one. So we could screen pop Salesforce, or if it's in Dynamics, and pop Dynamics, or if it's in an old Access database, it would do that. It's all available in that one client. It's obviously, my old analogy is when you used to phone in a restaurant, they sometimes knew who you were. So they would say, hi Mr. Hawes, are you ordering this again? And you'd be quite surprised at how they knew that. That technology is quite old. It worked off analog type bits, but that's the best way to explain it. You know who it is. You can save time for finding out who that caller is, and it gives a nice professional feel. Keeping an eye on the time. CTI for Lync, yes we can. More recently we've made the plugin for our desktop application for CTI was a standalone application you needed to install onto the desktop. It worked with the phone system, Mitel for example, and it would screen pop from that application. More recently people are using Lync. They're twinning it hopefully with their Mitel system so that Lync is showing the incoming call. There was a a disparity between our application trying to screen pop, show that your call is ringing as well as Lync, so you'll get this double type screen pop going on. So we've developed a plugin that fits directly into Lync. So that does the same, look up 65 different databases, just need to configure the plugin to be able to do that. It does the click to dial part. It doesn't obviously interfere with Lync in the way it's working, but it just adds this plugin to it. Nothing changes to Lync, it's just a application that runs in the background. And obviously it works with our gateway, or it could be used if you just use Lync as a tool. It's obviously not, it doesn't work on a mobile device, it's purely a desktop application. So here we go again with a nice screenshot. This time my preview call is ringing. This could be Lync ringing, or it could be my Mitel, which is through the gateway. Rings and says it's picked up my number and my name from Salesforce. So I've linked to a Salesforce database, looks up that number, says yeah, I found a match. It's to Hawes at Britannic. You then get your, when you answer the call, it's still keeping the details of the caller, so I've got my number and my name, etc. If there's more than one contact, it would, you could choose which one to pop, so it does handle multiple matches well. Then as a user, you can either choose to pop your chosen database, Microsoft Dynamics, Salesforce, Satya, whichever it may be. You can make it do it on an event, so it will do it itself when you pick up the phone, or when the phone is ringing, or when you press the little Salesforce icon or the Dynamics icon, whatever it may be, and obviously it brings that screen to the front. So whatever your chosen database is, that's what you would see. Obviously you can see the numbers are underlined, like Skype. If you click that number, it would dial it itself. Just your phone would come to life. So in our environment for Britannic, we're big on cloud services, obviously, and services, software as a service. A typical infrastructure like this, you've got the customer, your site, a sister site maybe. We've got all our capabilities within our cloud and in our core, so we can offer these facilities out directly from there, whether it's a Mitel, virtual Mitel with Lync for IM presence, NetConnect joining the two, CTI plug-in part of that, SIP trunking plugged into Mitel for the situation might be resilience. You've got two of everything to if anything goes down, you can self-reliant. Call recording, hosted PCI, different elements there. I'm quite well versed in most of these, so if you've got any questions, I can surely bore you with how they work and what they do. So just some final thoughts about what's happened. What is Lync good at? Personally, I think people would agree with this at this current stage. Bringing users together for presence, it's messaging and chat, very good at that. Easy feature-rich conferencing facilities. Conferencing seems to be brilliant. You can join a conference, you can enter a conference. Really easy with Lync. Point-to-point video, internal voice. Not so good at, it's still not a PBX. You still can't do the features that you would rely on a telephone system. So bridging the gap with Britannic, our range of products enables you to do that. Our Lync Connect gateway to connect to your phone system, an integrator for Lync to do the CTI screen pops. It's worth saying that I haven't seen a similar product to do something like that before. There are other CTI applications out there, nothing that's working with Lync directly, so we are quite forward thinking in that. And our hosted Lync, rather than put it on site, getting consultants to install Lync and support it and pay days and weeks worth of that fee, you can get Lync as a service. So scale up and scale down, different types of user, just a standard user, a premium user, enterprise voice, they're all available from our core.